Danu, hello and welcome to my Stoneblock 3 spoiler video. So yes, stash locations and a little preview of all the different caves available in this new map on the Bedrock Marketplace. So without further ado, let's dive straight into where these stashes are. So there's 3 main secret stashes, 2 of which are hiding in lava. So let's go and take a peek over in here. And yes, as you look at this, bottom right, just down here, you will find Squidgy's secret stash with a whole bunch of Squidgy merchandise and some Feed the Beast loot bags. And then if we go back around here to where the gravel strider is having a little dip, down in this corner, yes, look at this. It's Dan Rob's Prob's secret stash. So again, all the Dan Rob's Prob's merchandise and some loot bags. And then the last secret stash that I'm going to show you is up here. You may be able to see there is something suspicious there. It is in fact a crimson door. And to get up there, you need to come up to the coal here, do a little parkour. And yes, being park cat, it's no difficult feat for me. Very easy stuff. Come round diagonally onto this leaf block. If you drop down there, you will end up stuck, so you'll have to just jump down and start again. But yes, as you can see, we can drop through, open the door, and yes, look, little secret room with a secret box. Do not open. Well, too late, I've already opened it. But yes, you will find a stone paxel, a bunch of diorite alloys, some mob souls, a copper chest, a water bucket, and a trash can. So they're the main sort of secret stashes, but there are a couple of other things that you can nab before you leave this area. So if I start over here in the sort of kitchen area, there are pots with dead bushes in. Should you want those, you can actually take the dead bushes straight out, as you can see, or if you flip the trapdoor, you can in fact take the pots as well, should you want to decorate your starter cave with pots. I don't know, each to their own. But while we're in here, you can also have a look in the smoker and you will find some amethyst enriched coal. Oh yes, very nice, very tasty stuff. Now, there are a couple of barrels. You can see a barrel over there and there's also one there. There's nothing in those. You can have a look for yourselves, but yes, believe me when I say there's nothing. There's nothing there. Over here though, at this little workstation, we do have some furnaces and some blast furnaces, all of which contain coal nuggets. Not a suitable fuel source, but yeah, if you grab them all, you could probably make a piece of coal, and then that definitely is a suitable fuel source. And then the last thing before we leave is if we come over to this sort of bedroom area, there is a jukebox that, yes, when you click, there is in fact a music disc inside with none other than Dan Rob's Probs himself singing I Need Minecraft. Yes, his own song. Definitely check that out. You can even search it on YouTube because yes, he did make a music video for it. So yeah, definitely go and check that out if you haven't already. Now, what we do want to check out now is the different caves. So once you're ready, once you've got all of your loot and you're happy and ready to go, jump into the portal. And yes, you'll get this lovely list of 6 different caves that you can start off with. And the first one we're going to look at, of course, at the top is cave. There is a little picture here, but I'm going to jump in and just sort of give you the little pros and cons of starting in the cave. So yes, lovely big cave. We only start with stone, so there's no other things here to give you any kind of benefit or head start. But it is big enough to grow a tree in straight off the bat. So once you get to the point where you've got your sapling in the middle here, you can very easily grow a tree. The other thing I wanted to point out as well is there are a few little dark spots. So if you're unlucky and you're over in one corner, maybe something could spawn in the other corner. So just be careful of that. But yes, on to the next cave, which is going to be the Dripstone Cave. So yes, this is looking very lush. Let's dive in. Let's have a look. So yes, another very big cave. We've got some sort of house looking structures. You could probably sort of build into one of them and customize them as your own starter house. But yeah, the main things to note in here is that we start off with lots of tall grass, which if you're lucky, you will get seeds from. There you go. Look at that. Lovely. We can get a farm going already. There's a bunch of moss as well that you can see. But more helpful is there's dirt on some of these roofs and a lot of coarse dirt as well. And there are some logs around, as well as many leaves. So if you're lucky, you can definitely get a starting sapling. And there's also some dripstone as well. So once you get to lava and water, you can farm these a little bit easier. Otherwise, that is about it. Oh, enough room to grow a tree, of course. Got to mention that, right? And cave number 3 is the classic cave. This is the OG cave for Stoneblock. So yes, tiny little hole surrounded by nothing but stone. So yeah, any of you that have played any of the Stoneblock maps before, this is the usual starter cave. Nothing really to report here. It's nice and small, which means you're not going to have to worry about mobs spawning in dark little corners. You probably can grow a tree in here, depending on the sapling type that you get early on. But yes, a little tree could be grown in the middle, and that is about it. There's not much to show in here. But while we're in here, if you're enjoying the video, if you're finding this helpful with the stash locations and, you know, checking out the different caves before you commit to one yourself, then feel free to hit that like button, show some appreciation for me. And yeah, let's move on to the 4th cave, which is Lush House. So yes, following the theme of lots of moss everywhere, we've got it again. Lots of leaves, lots of moss, lots of tall grass. So a bunch of starter stuff here, as well as some yummy glowberries. So we've got a food source straight off the bat. And you even have this little starter house. So let's go in and take a look. Yeah, we got a little bit of storage already set up for us. This lovely dining table. And around here, we do in fact have a bed already, should you need it. And yeah, a few light sources. This is a lovely little starter room. So if you want a little bit of a more relaxed start, I definitely recommend starting this one. There's also some cobwebs up there as well. So early game string. But yeah, I definitely reckon if you want that sort of relaxed, easy start at the beginning, probably pick this one. And following with the Lush theme is cave number 5, which is the Lush Mineshaft. And yes, just like some of the others, lots of moss, lots of leaves, lots of tall grass. And this one, we actually have a whole bunch of logs as well to get started. A very big cave, as you can see. Glowberries as well, of course. And there's probably enough room here, maybe. There's probably a couple of spots where you can grow trees without having to mine out a big area. So yeah, another super handy starter cave. No bed this time, no dining room. Apparently we have a cow in here though. Hello, good sir. So yeah, that one right there is the Lush Mineshaft. And the next one, and final one, is the Mineshaft. So very much like the Lush Mineshaft, just not as lush. And without the big structure in the middle. But yes, very much a stone cave. Oh, tongue, words, things. Yeah, very much a stone cave. There's no seeds here. There's no leaves. There's no moss, but there are some logs around. There's also a couple of barrels around the back here for early game storage. And yes, lovely and big, which means plenty of room for growing trees. And of course, as well, as you can see, there are some dripstones, so you can farm extra water and lava. And that is it. That's all 6 caves. That's the stash locations and some other helpful loot that you can get from the starter room. So yeah, I'm going to leave you to it. You guys go and crack on and have fun playing Stoneblock 3. And until the next one, take care, stay cool, bye-bye.